So I've been to Aldi, and we thought, because there's lots of new people and all asking for how to get started, I've gone and got I've gone and got.
You don't want to be cooking
I don't
the
need to
bags.
be cooking anything just yet. Pretty much lots of stuff that you can, to help you get started. So I've tried to separate it into sort of bags of fresh. So this is you go into Aldi, and this is the first aisle, effectively. I've got almost like 3 different aisles worth here. So the first aisle, which one of you is slick and which one is professional? Yeah.
So please show labels.
I will show labels. So this is the first aisle. This is the one where you spend more money, because this is your protein. We've got some sliced meats. I've got some sliced chorizo and sliced pepperoni. These fall into the dirty side of keto because they're processed, but they're very, very low carb.
Do me a favour and don't gesture with the food products.
Oh, okay.
The camera hates it.
Okay. Pate. No, I make my own pate now, and I've got some in the freezer. But I thought I'll buy this one to show you. This is a chicken liver pate. It's only a couple of grams of carbs, so it's 2 grams of carbs for one of those little packs. So again, there's a nice easy way to, if you're going to make some crackers, perfect. Cheese. We do like our cheese, and we're having cheese, and in particular we're having halloumi for our dinner tonight, so as our main protein source. These little packs, quit juggling the meat. These little packs are 225 grams, which are around about, I think it's just over 40. Read the carb level. I'm not the protein level.
22 per 100.
22 per 100. Yeah. So these packs are about 50 grams of protein per pack. So this is going to serve 2 of us. So there'll be 2 meals out of that. So I've got a few because we make wraps out of these. We like it just pan fried alongside other stuff. Halloumi fries are great. Now they don't seem to do it anymore. They have Aldi were doing their own branded, or their own, packet of halloumi. They called it grilling cheese, but this was on offer anyway at the moment. Soft cream cheese, perfect. You can make creamy sauces with this, or Ella adds a little bit into her omelettes most mornings. So normal cheese, we do like. Louis certainly likes his cheese as a snack. They have in Aldi this one, so they call these, I think, the sort of continental cheeses. They've got Gouda and Manchego. If you've never tried it, honestly, you're missing out. So it's a sheep's cheese, really good flavour to it. Obviously, butter. We use a lot of butter in sort of cooking and in baking.
Okay.
And obviously, meats wise, I've got some pork shoulder steaks for a dinner later in the week. I've got some chicken thighs. These tend to be our snacks. I'll roast a packet of those off. Alright, we might strip the meat off and it'll go into a stir fry or something as a lunch. But if we need something else, then it's generally it's a snack. It's a chicken thigh, because we can roast them in the Ninja, so the skins go really crispy. Also, I've got some beef. So I've got some diced beef. Again, perfect for slow cooked curries, slow cooked stews. You can easily make a stew sort of low carb keto. They did have some reduced fish. This is going to go straight in the freezer because I'll have these for breakfast one day. Oh, not both of them, I'll have one packet. Boneless, skinless, I think they are as well. Yeah, boneless and skinless. So if you're not a massive fan of having to take skin off or eating skin, then Aldi have got the skinless versions. These are ideal. I mean, these again, great source of protein. It sits in the processed side, but very little in the way of processed. This is the Aldi sausages. These are 97% pork. They contain just a very, very small amount of, mostly, they don't contain any sugar, but they contain a little bit of seasoning, and I think there's a tiny bit of, is it a little bit of rice flour or something in there?
Potato starch.
Potato starch, the tiny amount of potato starch. But these are very low in carbs. They are 1 per 100 grams, just less than 2 grams of carbs. So again, they sit in the processed, sort of dirty keto side, but that's the sort of the small end. Other fish, salmon fillets, again, great source of fats and proteins in there. Skin on if you can, pan fry them. And some frozen haddock fillets, smoked haddock. We like to make things like kedgeree, or we'll just bake these as they are, cover them in cheese, and off we go. So I mean, a packet of that is sort of a meal for 2. You know, I'll just quickly pan fry them, have them for breakfast. So that's the meats and the fish and the cheese. I've got some cream.
I suppose how much of this would be frozen? As in, like, so we wouldn't go through two of these packs
the
of
meats.
beef.
Well, the meats I can either spend a day prepping, so I could I could put these in a slow cooker and, you know, make a beef stroganoff, and then freeze it down, or freeze it in the raw state. The pork steaks are going to get frozen down.
Yeah.
The chicken thighs I'm going to cook. The fish is going to go back. Is going to go into the freezer because that doesn't take long to defrost.
Because it's hard to say, like, how many days or like a week and a bit, or like
there's at least a week and a bit's worth of food here, because we've got 1 dinner, 2 dinners, 3 dinners, 4 dinners, 5 dinners, and we haven't even looked at the vegetarian dinners. So the eggs, you know, so shakshuka, you know, so we've easily got sort of a whole week here.
Yeah.
Cream, double cream, we use a reasonable amount of it. Coffees, whatever. Creme fraiche I use in sauces. These have got long dates on them. That's why I've picked 2 of them up. They're dated until the end of January, so I don't have to worry about those. They didn't have any sour cream in, so it's either sour cream or creme fraiche that I get. My herbal teas. So I've got some chamomile tea, and I've got a new one that Aldi are doing. It's a bit of a weird box. They don't really sort of say what they are properly. This is a herbal tea. This is an aniseed, cardamom and fennel tea. I thought I'd give it a go. Obviously we've got our coffee, ground coffee, that we drink too much of.
That's false. We don't actually. We've cut down massively on coffee.
Yeah, we have actually. Certainly, I drink more decaf now than I do drink non-decaf. And it's cold filtered, water filtered decaf as well. So, for anyone who says decaf's got more chemicals in, this stuff doesn't.
Because it's bloody expensive. That's why.
Right. So, chocolate. We use this one, the 85%. You have to be careful because they've recently changed the packs, and the 70% is in the same sort of colour. It's just a little bit lighter. So we tend to use this in baking.
I'll have a half a bar.
Yeah, you'll eat half a bar. If I eat one, it'll be a whole bar.
And by bar, I mean they're 25 grams.
So these ones are in those little bars inside. So they're about 5 grams, aren't they? Carbs.
I don't actually know.
Pretty sure they're about 5 grams of carbs per little bar.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So you still got to be careful about sort of overeating. Right, Aldi is a really good place to get sort of the basics. Yes, the Roth. Moser Roth. You know what their brand is? Yeah. Moser Roth. Aldi is a great place to get some of the basics for baking. And what I mean by that is chia seeds we use a lot. They end up in sort of some of the breads and some of the, like the soda bread, and even in the mega bread. But they can also be used to make like the dairy-free mousses as well. Oh, do you know what? I didn't realise I picked up walnut halves. I thought I picked up something else. They do these bags of nuts though, which is great. Now, Lidl do similar bags, so that Aldi have caught up with them a little bit. But if I'm in one, I might as well just pick whatever I want from there. So Brazil nuts, one of the lowest in carbs. Do you know what? I actually thought they were. Almonds. Hazelnuts.
Honestly, how do you not read the packet?
I have no idea. Hazelnuts, which we like to roast and use them. We've sort of crushed them down, sort of add them into bits of yogurt or whatever. These packs of seeds, these are brilliant for making seed crackers with. A packet of these, we made 5 sort of large crackers which we cut into 4, so we got 20 portions out of 1 pack. So again, great mix of seeds. You don't have to buy loads of different types of seeds. And ground almonds. So again, we use a lot of these, or these a lot in baking, even 90-second bread, those sorts of things.
Say that. Those 2 packets will probably last us the whole week.
Yeah, we don't use much now, do we?
Yeah, we don't.
We don't use much. We
bake
don't do as much baking.
No.
So that's the difference. We used to go through a lot of this to start with, but we don't do as much baking. The dog, the little one, is sat here thinking, food.
You need to show YouTube.
Food.
They've not seen her.
Well, you need to bring the camera around here then, don't you?
Well, no, I can't because
I'm not picking it. Well, come here then. Right. And she's getting quite big now as well. She is getting quite big. There you go. So this is Coco. I know. I know. You filthy animal. So this is Coco. She's.
I'll tell you what. I've also taken out the bags as the dog treats.
Right.
That's the
Yeah,
only
we've
thing
taken a few bits out of the bags that we sort of. She's just over 10 weeks old. So right, go on, bugger off. Bugger off. How much the overall shopping cost over £100, but there's more to it than this because I've got cleaning stuffs, I've got the usual household things. We know that Aldi is one of the most competitive on pricing. That's mostly so yeah, all of these nuts and seeds, these are great for the baking side of it, yeah. Obviously eggs, we do go through a fair amount of eggs, so you know I've bought 3 dozen today. You know, that'll get us through most of the week. Right, here's why Aldi in particular is great for what we do. Things like this and that. Okay? So apple cider vinegar with the mother, that's less than £2 a bottle. You cannot, I mean, you can get sort of slightly cheaper from B&M, but that means a specific visit to B&M just for one product. Whereas if you're in Aldi doing this, then get that. Or the organic coconut oil. This is the stuff that has the taste and has the flavor, has the smell of coconut. Great in a bulletproof coffee. Yes, you can use it for cooking as well. Yes, you can use it to rub into your skin as well. It's also the cheapest place to get it from. Again, less than £2 for a jar like that. You don't go through lots of it. You only need to use a small amount.
Okay.
Yeah, the apple cider vinegar is fabulous. Our tinned cupboard stuff, tins of tuna, fabulous source of protein. You're looking at around about 40 grams of protein per tin. Drain the water out, mix it with...
Stop moving it.
She hates when I'm doing...
Just trying to focus on it. There you go.
Yeah, drain a tin, mix it with a bit of sour cream or a little bit of mascarpone cheese, and there you go. There's a salad for you. You know, or even some boiled eggs. Yes, we use lots of tinned tomatoes. I've just made some ketchup. So again, tinned tomatoes, nothing else added to them. So you can make your own sauces with this. This is what I'm going to be making in a second with the bolognese. About 4 grams of carbs per 100. Don't be afraid of using them. At the moment, on offer at Aldi. I won't move it, I'll hold it still.
Thank you.
Okay, are we good?
Yep.
So at the moment, they're coconut milk. This one's 62%, so they're back down to 62. I've got some stuff in the cupboard which is 80 something percent. You will see that it does move around during the year. Who knows why? However, 55p a can. Great dairy-free alternatives for making mousses, to add to sauces. What else do you use coconut milk for? You made chocolate with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can make your own chocolate with coconut milk as well. So loads of uses.
It can be used in replacement for cream in a lot of our baking recipes. Because it's obviously very similar.
Oh, bugger, I picked up the wrong coffee, but I'll drink it.
What coffee is it?
Well, it's what they call their Intensio. No, what is it? Yeah, Intenso coffee. Whereas I normally buy the Americano.
Nice. So you've not done very well with reading labels today.
Well,
that's what you say. You need to take your glasses shopping.
I did. I was wearing them there.
You didn't, but you didn't put them on, did you?
No, I didn't put them on. We don't get this often now because we use a different one. But again, if you're just starting out, this is a little vanilla essence. They're all sugar syrups, but you use such a tiny amount of them.
Except from the posh one that you've
The
got.
posh one, that's what I'm saying. We've gone on to there's a more expensive one.
Could you grab it just quickly? Where's it from? Is it from Tesco?
I don't know. Might have been Sainsbury's actually. So this vanilla bean.
So that's
one,
5 grams of carbs per 100.
yeah, 5 grams of carbs per 100 mils. These are a lot higher, but you don't. Again, you only use a small amount.
What's she eating?
She's inside the shopping bag.
Oh.
Lastly, and I haven't got much veg here because I did have some at home as well. But these are the sort of things that we get. Okay, please don't complain that everything's in packets. That's unfortunately why, that's the supermarkets. They've wrapped them. If they had them without packets, I'd get them without packets. Leeks, 3 grams of carbs per 100. You could also get the little one down here.
Yeah, you're going to need to take that off her.
Right, get off. Get off. Right, so Argie's scared of carrier bags. And yet this little one thinks that they're to play with. No, you're not having it. Yeah, leeks, 3 grams of carbs. You will also find in Aldi, generally, these shallots as well. Okay, so they look like that. They look like a long onion. Again, 3 grams of carbs. Got some kale. So this kale is great because it's the long leaf. So it's the nice long dark leaf kale. All I do with this, cut it in half, grate some salt over it, bang it in the oven and just let it roast for a few minutes. Beautiful. Hard cabbage, red cabbage, white cabbage, any cabbage. I say to people, if it's green it's good. Well, also like this, you can get the green cabbage, you can get the red cabbage. Spinach, Savoy cabbage. Again, these are all sort of 3 and 4 grams of carbs per 100 grams. So there's probably less carbs in this cabbage here than there would be in your typical average potato. Okay, so and that you're not going to eat a whole cabbage. Lemons and limes. They didn't have any lemons today, so I've got the limes to make my electrolytes with, and obviously fresh garlic. Oh, and I know we've got some avocados, but we'll use them up.
No, we haven't.
We have.
Have we?
Yeah, they're in there.
Oh.
They're in the other one. Aldi do these avocados, and I think these are great because they're slightly smaller. Packets of 4. You rarely get a bad one, rarely. But they're ideal size, individual serving size, no waste. So, slice it, take the stone out, take the flesh out, and you've got about 60 to 80 grams of avocado per one. There you go, I'm done.
Do you know what? That's a surprising. There's not a lot of veg there. Because normally, because we've got tons of veg in the bottom of the fridge.
Yeah, I mean, I've got other leeks, I've got courgettes, I've got aubergine, but the veggie side is easy because it's just
your induction hob.
I know, I should have just leaned on it. Just stick to the green stuff. What else? Broccoli, I would normally get hold of. They didn't have any actually. They had no broccoli. I didn't realise. Probably they've not had any deliveries today. What else would I normally get? Cauliflower. Oh, I meant to pop to Iceland to get some of the frozen stuff. I was going to show you because you can get frozen cauliflower rice, you can get frozen mixed green rice as well. So they actually sort of blitz kale, I think it's broccoli and one other green veggie together. So again, you can actually get things that are ready made. The fresh cauliflower rice and the fresh broccoli rice don't last that long, so you have to be careful. If you're going to get it, you've got to use it. Whereas the frozen stuff, quite obviously, honestly. Right, okay, bear with me a second and get rid of these two. Right, what are you barking at? There's no one there. You bark, she barks, you've got no idea what you're barking at. Run off. Alright, so yeah, veggie-wise, I mean, yes, occasionally. I'd pick up a bag of carrots, cauliflower. I'm trying to think what else we'd normally sort of go through. We tend to stick to the greens mostly, don't we?
Well, yeah, but like the things that are already in the fridge, courgette, aubergine,
peppers,
sprouts.
Yeah, oh, sprouts. We didn't have any
beans.
sprouts. We finished the sprouts off last night from Christmas.
Swede.
Swede, we've still got some, yeah. So there's lots of other veggies that you can use. We just don't need them today. Right, there you go. So a little bit of an idea about what we buy.